Hey guys, about half of my video, something really strange happened to it and it's all messed up. So, kind of the first part of the video of the first episode got ruined. Luckily, I didn't do very much. During that, I was mostly talking. So, all you need to know to get into this, it's going to be a shorter episode because of that. But all you need to know is we're building something called an Azeth house from the Malazan Book of the Fallen. It's a tower that holds beings that have gotten too powerful. And that's our first build on Farting Around. Farting Around is going to be a let's play that's a little different. It's going to be in creative and survival sometimes. I'm going to do some survival building sometimes probably. But I wanted it to be more of a talking and enjoying myself series than a serious like survival, grinding out, collecting resources kind of thing. I wanted it to just be fun. So that being said, here is the short first episode. Next episode will be normal length, probably a half hour. Hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the series. Alright, welcome back guys. I changed my mind a little bit about what we're going to do. We're going to have this guy be alone. We're not going to do the three. I decided that I wanted to build like a courtyard. And part of the cool thing about these towers in the books is that they're always in some kind of courtyard. And then these courtyards have big kind of mounds of dirt and weird gnarly trees all around. And what happens, part of going into and getting into an Azeth is it doesn't just accept, godlike figures that are too powerful. Normal people can get into it and then maybe become gods also. But the Azeth has its own defenses, and its own defenses are out in the courtyard. So the trees will take the people that try to sneak in, and it'll drag them underground where they'll live. It'll keep them alive. It doesn't kill them. It keeps them there for all of eternity. Which sounds pretty crappy to me. So we need to make these mounds. We'll make the trees, and we'll make like a wall around it. Right now I'm trying to get the proportions for this right. I don't want it to be too big, but I don't want it to be too small. I think this is about right. You notice I'm building it just out of cobble, and it's all very just kind of straight and boring. And that is definitely on purpose. So all I'm doing right now is I'm getting a feel for it. I'm getting a feel for the shape, for the proportions that I want, and to see if I want to change anything. I kind of like this shape and size, though. It's supposed to be an old, kind of rundown building. So I think this will work. Now another thing I do want to address is interior. Even though this is going to be our house. It's going to be our base of operations. It is not going to have an interior. I have something interesting planned for the interior. What we're going to do is, in the books in these houses, so you go in the houses and you're basically transported to another dimension. You're kind of not in the place that you used to be. So we're going to do something similar, and I'm going to use command blocks, I think, to transport. So once we go into the door, wherever we do the door, we go inside. This will be like all blackened out, and so we go inside, and then that'll zap us to a new place. And I think that will be kind of an interesting take on it. Instead of just building it all here like you would normally would, we will do it like that. So, like this shape, So what we need to do, we need to tear it up a little bit. We need to start putting some other blocks in. We need to figure out a roof. So that'll be kind of our next thing. So I want to mess the top up a good bit. This is how you do random, by the way. I don't know. I see people sometimes talking about how it's hard to do random, and that always confused me. Because it's not. You just hit stuff randomly, and you don't care what it looks like. You know, things like this, we're trying to make this look like a real building, so we want things to look physically possible. That'll be torn up a little bit. Don't really like that too much, but remember, we're just blocking in. By the way, I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about myself. This is going to be kind of what the series is about. I'm going to talk about what's going on in my life and that kind of thing a lot. I'm a very aesthetic person. I have a degree in art, in drawing and painting. So not sculpture. Gosh, fly, won't you? But the kind of ideas transfer very well, and I have taken a lot of 3D classes and stuff. So I know a little bit design-wise and aesthetically what I'm talking about. And I'm going to try to make that, transfer over to Minecraft. And I've been playing Minecraft for a pretty darn long time. And I think I'm pretty good at building. But, I want to say but, not and. But, I'm always looking to get better. And I think part of this series will be, me getting better as a builder. And just better all around. Let's see, we'll use these maybe. Let's see, maybe some, we got those. What else do we want? We'll probably use some iron bars eventually. We're not going to worry about the details too much right now. We're just going to kind of get a base laid. Another thing we can try incorporating some stained clay maybe. I think that might be good. So one thing I want to do, I want to make it look like there's some, it's not all. It's torn down a little bit. Let's see. So we'll just do kind of these random things. I'm going to do this to the whole building, and then I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So I made the walls a little more ugly. Put some gravel in too. It's another good block to use in this kind of thing. We'll just use it every once in a while. Do some more stuff on the ground, and that'll make more sense in a minute. Might not make the most sense right now why there would be cobble on the ground, or not cobble, just whatever, stone. But if you think about it, we have this dilapidated looking building, right? Top is all crumbly. We have some stuff on the bottom. That's all good. But all these walls are straight up and down. And that doesn't seem too true to life. So we do need to put some, I'm not sure if I just want to do like stuff like that. That looks pretty good. Let's get some some of these stairs also. So So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to make it look like the walls are a little more crumbly. I don't really want to do it in the corner. Do it there though. And this will also, I think we will maybe make the walls a bit thicker. So we can do some, let's see, do some other interesting things. See, it's already getting a lot more interesting just from that little change. And that's not much. I did use those maybe a little too much. So let's change. Oh, that looks good. So let's see, let's do that here. So like here we can do something like that. Make it look a little bit more ruinous. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. So let's put that there. Let's do a tour. Things like this are, they're always fun to do. It is a challenge to get it looking right though. And you can say, well, you know, they're just, you know, aesthetic decisions. It's all in the eye of the beholder or whatever. But one thing that you learn in school, and you learn in art school, and you learn, I think maybe just in life, you learn how to deal with, you learn that that's not always true. Like in some ways, yeah, it doesn't always matter what other people think about it. But conversely, it does matter some, because you're building it not for yourself. You know, I'm building this, even though I'm building it in my own world, by myself, I'm still building it for the viewers. I'm building it for you guys. So if I say, well, I build it like this, and you know, this is how I like it, so I don't, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I'm not really doing my job as a builder, because I'm not taking the viewer, which is you guys, into account. I'm not taking your pleasure in the work into account, and your enjoyment of it is just as important, if not more, than mine. So always keep your viewer in mind. And this kind of thing, by the way, as I'm blabbering on about it, this is going to be the kind of thing we're going to talk about in our building tutorial series. My friend Gear and I, who is an architect, and me, who's an artist, we are going to be doing a building tutorial series, and it's going to be a little different than most series that you're used to in building wise, because that's the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about conceptual ideas, not you know, here's how to build a house. That's going to be the kind of thing we are not going to do. I'm not going to teach you how to build a house. I'm going to teach a lot more conceptual ideas, and it'll be lots of fun. I think it'll be something kind of brand new to the Minecraft community that we don't really have. We don't really have anything that's really teaching artistic concepts, because this is an artistic game. It's, you know, especially if you take the building path. It's a very artistic game, and I think in order to become better at it, you need to realize that, and you need to realize that you need to maybe learn some artistic concepts, not just how to make this house look nice. You know, there are rules in concepts that can help your journey in making the house look nice. It's not just, you know, follow these steps, because if you just follow the steps, you're really hampering your own ability to improve as a builder and as a person, really, if you look at it in the long view. By the way, this is starting to look pretty good. I think it's starting to look nice and run down, beat up. We have to figure out the door. I think I might do a redstone door, because the doors in the Azeth houses in the game are. I said earlier that, you know, normal people can open them, but the Azeth house has to want to be opened, kind of thing. If just a regular old if a homeless dude walks up in here and gets past all the monsters, and he pulls on the door, and the Azeth house doesn't want him to open, doesn't want him to come in, it will not allow him to. For right now, let's just put an iron door on there. There it is. So we need to come up, maybe we'll do some kind of bud switch thing in order to get in. I'm not sure. We won't have to really hide the wiring that much because the inside's not going to really have anything in it. Now let's talk about roof. You know, we did the roof all dilapidated like this, but don't know if we want to put a roof on there or not. But I think that's going to be the end of the first episode of Fartin Around. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next time we will continue the work on this. We will figure out if we want to do any kind of roof or we just want to leave it open. I think we might leave it open, but not sure yet. It's starting to look pretty good, so next time we'll continue to work on this. We'll maybe we'll do the redstone for the door and for the teleportation to our other dimension. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit me up with a like and a subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.